and just start doing shit just because it's an opportunity. If it's not something that I really would do, like away from like money and away from like, you know, the spotlight or being shadowed for doing something, I'm not gonna do it. Like if it's not a part of my natural being and shit that I would naturally do, you know, if it wasn't no platform, then I'm not gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of opportunities and a lot of offers that have come my way. And you know, me and my brother been talking about doing some things and expanding. And it's funny because, you know, this was a year where I had just said before this lockdown shit that I'm gonna start jumping out there more, start being more visible, and start doing shit, moving around. And now nigga can't move nowhere, man. So it's kind of like, you know, I gotta laugh at the shit. Like, damn, man. Just when I was gonna come out, pop out a little more, start being more visible, fucking with niggas.
Right.
Because you know I'm not the mixy type, man. If I
yeah.
don't fuck with you, I don't be around. Like if it's niggas that I fuck with, I show support, I come out. But if it's not, you know, I lay low, man. I be on my own circle.
Nah, that's dope. So like you said with Biggs, so Biggs is his brother. So like, you know, obviously since Biggs been home and shit like that, like, you know what I'm saying, I know he hella inspirational to me, you know what I'm saying, just from when I first met him to even a lot of the shit he posts, you know what I'm saying? But like, how does he what's y'all interaction and shit, and like as far as you building?
Biggs Biggs is one of a kind, man. He's one of those dudes that, you know, he says shit and he'll drop jewels all day. Like it, you know, it'll go from cracking jokes. Even in cracking jokes and talking shit, it's always jewels in it. And you know, he's big. He's a hustler, man. He gonna find a way to make it happen. Right. He's one of the smartest dudes. You know, Biggs was early on the you know, even as far as like streaming music. I remember years ago he was telling me about, you know, all this Seek Pod shit. He was on Seek Pod and all of that early. He had his own social media shit with Block Savvy. You know what I'm saying? Like he was doing this shit. This is like 2005, 2004. Like he was doing that like back then before it was even like a thing like that. Like he's always had a knack for being ahead of the curve and knowing what was coming next. And I think that's his strength, that he does a lot of he reads a lot, he does a lot of research, and he just has a natural feel for something that's going to pop off, or something that's going to be popular, and something that everybody's going to want to attach themselves to. He has a gift for just knowing what that is. Yeah. So you know, he's one of those people that no matter the era, the times, he's going to always find a way to dominate and be successful, because that's just who he is. You know what I'm saying? He's just a person that's just naturally, he has that ability to see it. He sees what's coming, and he sees what's going to be the next big thing.
Nah, that's fire. So let's take it to the music. What you think about all these battles and shit?
I like it, man. It's entertaining. It's because we all sitting down, we all in the crib. So I like it, man. You know, with rappers it's different though, because you know, rappers tend to be more sensitive about their shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like rappers, it'll turn into something else. It'll be, you know, it's all fun. It's, you know, let's play some records. Let's see who got better joints. And then it'll turn into a song come out next week, and now he dissing the nigga. You know, it's just like, it was supposed to be a friendly little competition on Instagram, and now all of a sudden niggas got real street beef. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with the R&B dudes and the producers, let's keep it right there. Like, I don't want to see too many of these hip hop niggas start jumping in that and battling, because, like I said, hip hop, you know, with rappers, it's an extra sensitive button, man. It's like it goes past competitive. It's like, all right, now niggas are sensitive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I want to see that.
You seen Ja call out 50?
Yeah, I saw that.
They couldn't be on a live for 30 seconds without arguing.
Yo, listen, if 50 and Ja jump on Instagram, like, Instagram will shut down.
It'll break, right? That's what I said.
It will break. Like, it won't even be enough people. It couldn't happen. That couldn't happen. Like, we can't, you know, as much as I would want to see that as a fan of both of them, it's just, we're not gonna get that. It's not. That's just, now we just shooting for anything now.
Right, dog.
Now we just shooting for whatever now. Like, that ain't gonna happen.
Dog, if they could put that together, I see Fat Joe and Swiss was on the FaceTime, and they was trying to set it up. That'd be crazy, bro. That'd be crazy.
Yo, listen, man. You know, niggas is grown now. You know, niggas got families, and you know, it'd be dope for them to kind of put that to the side and get past all of that. But I just know that it's way deeper than music with them too, though.
Yeah,
it's a lot that people don't know about. It's a lot of shit that's like, You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
deeper than, it's not just music.
Not music
So
at all.
so they would have to. I think that they would have to have a real, alone conversation first
Right.
before they just hop on live and just start like,
Yeah. Which will never.
because
So we can forget about that one.
yeah, it's way too much. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too much there, bro. Like I would love to see it as a fan, but I like to be realistic too. Like I don't think that's happening.
No doubt, for sure. What you think about it? Did you watch RZA versus Premier?
Of course.
What you thought?
What? That's where I'm from, fam. I'm from New York. I had to watch
Who won?
that.
Who won, son?
Oh man. If you asking me right now how I feel,
Yeah.
I think Preem might have won by 1 round.
Really?
If you ask me right now, I think only because, like, see, the thing was RZA, he was just, it wasn't even like RZA wasn't, even though he was dressed for a battle, like he looked like he was yo, I fuck with RZA, but he definitely had this shit on. I was like, oh, it's a battle. You know what I'm saying? He had the gloves on, the arms out, you know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think that he didn't treat it like a battle in the sense of he didn't play records like, because he played some of the biggest Wu joints after the first 20 joints. And I was like, but then he even said it. He was like, I'm not counting. I'm just playing records. So I don't think he didn't approach it with that trying to win mentality. Like he just wanted to have a moment with Preem and let's just display our catalog and let's just have fun.
Yeah.
So, I don't even want to say like who won, but I mean, if you want to ask that, I'm gonna answer you. I would say based on the first 20 joints they played, I think Preem might have got him by 1 round.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit was amazing, bro. That shit was like, I was in my crib screaming. I had my kids dancing. We all dancing. They just got out the tub and shit. That shit was.
It was
loud.
dope. It was
but I ain't gonna lie.
Shit, man.
When RZA pulled out the joint with him and Big, I was like, oh, I forgot all about that. Like, RZA surprised me, bro. 'Cause I thought Preem was gonna wash him.
But everybody did. Like, I don't know why people felt like that. Like, I was seeing like people talking before it, and they was like, "Yo, Preem gonna walk," and I was like, "All right, they just not familiar with RZA's catalog. Like, they don't know the joints that he did and that he worked on. Like, they just saying it off of who probably is more popular when it comes to producing. You know what I'm saying? And Preem's name might ring more to some people than RZA as far as production. But like, I know when RZA started playing the joints he did, the Kanye joint, niggas didn't even know RZA did that.
Right.
And I was like, but that's what it was going in. People don't really know the extent of his catalog and exactly how much he did. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, as a fan, that was the soundtrack. I felt like I was a little kid again listening to a lot of them joints, man. Like, I told my man, I'm about to go outside and turn the fire hydrant on, man. Like,
right.
That was like the summertime. You know what I'm saying? You hear them joints.
Right?
Yeah, like it was so much shit they was playing. I was just like, it was like literally going back into time, man. That like you could remember the style niggas was wearing. Like I remember, when RZA started playing some of the Meth joints. I remember Meth in the video. He had the jumper on. He used to have the toothbrush in the pocket.
Yeah.
And I remember on the block we started doing that. I'm like, yo, we was some nasty little dirty nigga. We had toothbrush in our. I'm like, yo, what was we doing? But that was part of the thing. Like you hear the music. And then, we'd sit in the crib and wait till the video come on just to get the fashion, just to see how niggas was dressing.
Right.
And then once you saw that, it was like, oh, I got to go get a jumper. I got to put the toothbrush in it like Meth. I got to, you know what I'm saying? So it was just dope to have that moment, man, and really sit back and just listen to all them records and just take that trip, man. I like what they doing. I like what Tim and Swiss is doing.
Yeah. It's funny, like when you talk about them changing up the clothes and shit, it's just crazy how much hip hop influenced culture. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. You know this is the most influential culture on the planet, man. Like it's not even, you can't even debate it no more. It's like hip hop is everywhere. Hip hop is in everything, even from the way like a lot of these Fortune 500 companies market their brands now. It's hip hop. You know what I mean?
Hip hop first every time. And it's funny, like that's what I'm on with the cannabis thing, right? I'm trying to build this shit, trying to build Viola to the point where it's like a brand of our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to give us something that we could be proud of, especially when you talk about with cannabis. You know what I'm saying? Especially with how many lives it's ruined. You know what I'm saying? just pretty much telling that narrative and getting people like yourself to support me like you always do, bro. I just want to tell you, obviously, thank you, and I appreciate you for that. That's amazing. Thank you.
Oh, you already know, you family, man. You ain't whatever you working on, whatever you pushing, man. Like, you know, we go back. I'll fuck with you, so it's nothing. I'm always support. But yeah, I like what you're doing. Like, you know, even you, a lot of the ball players, Stack, Matt, you know, I like what y'all doing because for a while, you know, cannabis has been given like a bad stigma.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they, you know, they try to link it to so many other wild, you know, things like crime and this and that. It's just like, that's not what this is. Like, this ain't that. Like, alcohol is way more of that than cannabis is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, to see dudes like y'all, what y'all doing, man, it's important. You know what I mean? Like, I think that it's brave on y'all part because it's like y'all taking that stance. Like, yo, this is not a bad thing. This is not something that y'all gotta like frown upon and try to like keep away from. Like, there's a lot of medicinal like qualities to this that athletes need and that they, you know what I'm saying, like, and it's like, and it's used for medicinal purposes. So it's like, why can't athletes use this medicine? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just dope to see what y'all doing, man, and to see y'all taking that stance. And like I said, I love what y'all doing, man. I love what y'all doing. Like, y'all really going out there and pushing this shit.
I appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? We just, like I always say, like sometimes we got the position we're in, we got to use our platform to speak for the people that don't have a voice. You know what I'm saying? And just think about just our culture and shit like that. You know, to your point, like to me, we get pimped out a lot. You know what I'm saying? We don't never have ownership of shit. It's always like we just got an endorsement deal. And it's time to start owning, man. Like this, we got enough resources, we got enough money, and I feel like we got enough connectivity that we just got to get this shit out. You know what I'm saying? And let's go out and let's change the trajectory of our race. You know what I'm saying? When you just think about, you know, everything has more rights than black people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's our job to change that narrative, and we're going to continue to do it. I'm going to keep talking about it, and shit is just going to happen. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
How far you think the NBA is from like really like pushing it?
I think next year they got to make some type of announcement for sure. I mean, with MLB going all the way, with NHL not penalizing, same thing with the NFL. Like, how they gonna be the only league that's still bugging out on players for using cannabis? You know what I'm saying? I think that those other leagues jumping out there first help because now they don't have to be worried about like how the backlash from fans. You understand what I'm saying? People didn't give a fuck. Like, nobody cared. It was on Sports Center for a minute and then it was gone. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you know, I think the country, the world, I think everybody already know the athletes are smoking. That the quality of play is still at a super high level. There's no issue. Just allow them to use it. I mean, 18 teams in the NBA play in states where they can go to a doctor office and get prescribed cannabis. You know what I'm saying? But you're denying them that. You're telling them they have to take opioids and different shit. It don't add up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the pressure from those other three leagues and the players is speaking to it. I'm telling you for a fact. Them niggas is in meetings saying, like, when y'all gonna take weed off the test? Off the list. Like, they in there and they sticking their chests out. You know what I'm saying? So the next year for sure, I think it's happening already. It's in motion.
That's dope, man. I'm happy for that. I think that again, you got to. I tip my hat to you and guys like Matt and Stat because I think y'all have a lot to do with that. Yeah, like, I think y'all been so vocal. Y'all been so vocal for years and really trying, you know, behind this. You told me shit you've been doing behind the scenes with this shit for years. I think that it's a testament just to, you know, y'all really pushing it and believing in this shit, man. So that's a win for y'all, man. That's a win for y'all for sure.
It's a win for us, nigga, for sure.
Yeah, for us, you're right. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo,
let me ask you this: who was it? Like, what's your one memorable smoke session? Who was it with? Like, you was like, damn, I'm sitting here blowing with this person. Who was that?
Oh, it's a few. It's a few of those, man.
That you can say, obviously.
Yeah, because I got one that's my all time, you know, just for me personal favorite, but I don't want to put her out there like that. But damn, probably that night at Big's dinner when we was outside in the back. That was dope.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was dope. You know what I mean? That was fun.
Buff Nori.
Yeah, that was a memorable one for me. A lot of the times, just in the studio, me, being in the studio with Biggs, probably smoked a few. Me, Biggs, Jim. I remember one night we was in the studio, we all smoked together. Jim had played, I think Hustler's Poem was ready to come out.
Right.
And God bless, man. Stack Bundles was there with us that night. And that's when Jim played the whole album for us. And that's when I started to look at Jim differently with his music shit. I was like, yo, this nigga Jim is, you know what I mean? I couldn't believe he put together an album like that. Like, that was like really, really dope. And then, you know, again, I was a big fan of God Bless Stack Bundles. So just having conversations with him, talking music shit, that was real dope. That was real memorable for me. It's so many, man. It's so many. That the dinner we had, the Viola, the dinner for
it was lit.
Vice. That was cool. That was a cool night. I was kind of, because you know that the edible shit I don't really do, so I was kind of trying to pace it, because you start feeling you know what I'm saying, you don't know if you're breathing or not. You know that anxiety is coming. You can't feel your chest expanded. You like, hold up, my nigga, I'm about to start panicking in a minute. So but that was that was dope. That night was cool, man. Yeah, it's so many, man. It's so many nights, man. I tried to like slow down on it. Like I said, with all this shit going on, like I said, I need my lungs at full capacity in case I gotta fight this nigga out. In case this nigga ring my bell, man. Right. I want to be able to fight this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I've been trying to slow down on this shit, man.
Nah, you gonna be all right, my nigga. Hey, last question for you. Don't let you go. What's up? What you think? What's up with sports, bro? What you thinking? Like NBA, can they come back? There's no way, right? What you think?
Yo, it's gonna happen, but it's just not. It's gonna be weird because everything is gonna feel like, you know how the summer league in Orlando is, like when it's in that gym and it's like really not a lot of fans there.
Right.
It's gonna feel like that. Like, it's because they're not gonna have no fans in the building. It's just gonna be in a gym. So you know that energy in the building, that noise is not gonna be there. So it's gonna be it's weird, man. It's gonna be a weird adjustment. But again, the whole world is adjusting. So you know the NBA gotta fall in line with adjusting as well. But I don't know if I could really. I'm gonna watch because I'm such a basketball head. I'm such a sports person, but
no
it's
fans,
not,
bro. No fans.
It's not the same because you know again. I said it on the podcast. I said if they gonna do that, LeBron might average 60.
Right.
Like if you in that environment, it's just open gym. It's like being in UCLA with Rico at this point. Like what we talking about? Like, but we running real sets though. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
Right.
Like, you can't guard Bron in that type of environment. Like, no fans, no pressure, no Bron just out there hooping.
Right.
There's no way that you can't. It's like, imagine KD coming down open gym every time, like just open run. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just not. You know, as an athlete being in that arena when them fans is like on your back, that plays a big part in the performance.
Huge.
So when they're just being
your momentum at the home team too,
exactly.
Like you them runs, like if you down 10, like I promise you, fans have brought us back in games down 10.
Right.
Just that, and it's like without that in there, it's just an asterisk. It's just not.
It's not the same, bro. It's not the same, man. Like I get it, and it's really only whack because I feel like this season was one of those seasons where I think we was gonna get the matchups we wanted in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the Clippers, Lakers in the conference finals type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then either one of those teams versus, you know, Giannis in the finals or something. Like, we was gonna finally get that matchup where it was like, okay, so to feel like we kind of being robbed at that moment, and not to sound selfish because it is a real situation. A lot of people, you know, losing their lives. Rest in peace, Carl Anthony Towns. His mom passed away today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's a real thing, but. Speaking from just a fan's perspective of the game, it's just not going. It's going to feel like we got robbed of a moment, man.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of the athletes feel the same way. A lot of the players feel the same way. Like you just feel like a moment, an opportunity was just taken from us. You know what I'm saying? Like I think this was going to be a real special playoffs. But again, man, listen, we rebuild and we come back stronger, man. That's just my motto. Like we come back strong. I think you changed the format of the playoffs now. I think the top 16 records go, no matter the conference. I think we'll probably get that for the next season. And again, it's just an adjustment, man. The world got to adjust. We all got to adjust, Al. So it's not like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we'll always have this because we are living through historical times right now. This is something that we'll never forget for the rest of our lives. You know what I'm saying? So I think that this would just be another moment where it's like, 2020 when the pandemic hit and then it changed the world forever. So, it's we got robbed of a moment as fans and as athletes. They probably feel it the most because they put in all the work and they know what they was pushing for. But it is what it is, man.
Nah, it is, bro. Well, hey, man, thank you, bro. Thanks for taking the time to holler at me, bro.
Yeah, I'm mad we got to see each other like this, man. You know what I'm saying? I should be in LA this weekend kicking it with you, but
No,
it's all
Coachella,
good, man.
Coachella just passed. We'd have been lit. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, but we're gonna catch up for sure, bro. You already know what it is. You got my number, man. Hit me. Let me know if you gas the jet up and you want to run to the Bahamas. Let me know. I, I got a little change in my pocket. I'll come with you, man. Like, let me know what we doing.
Got a full savings right now too.
Let me know what we doing. We can run to the Bahamas for a weekend, man. Let me know.
I'll let you know, bro. I love you, dog. Thank you, bro.
Love you, dog. Appreciate you.
All right, peace.